not a rhetorical question. How does that look? Does that look like that verse to you? That you are being delivered and this is happening because of his name. It's happening for his sake. It ain't for your sake, it's for his sake. And so, yeah, we got that going on because this is the land of the free, the home of the brave. And we put on our money, we have on our money, in God we trust. But what God we trusting in? Because there's many gods now. Many. People have a whole lot of little gods. Some people believe they are little gods. But there's only one supreme God. And so he says, when stuff start happening, you're gonna endure some stuff for my sake. But he says, watch this, don't miss this clause, that the latter part of that is, we got to bear witness. In other words, how we react, they watching. Because they really want to know, do you believe what you believe? I always make this joke about, if somebody come in here with an AK-47 and say, every Christian in here stand up, what y'all gonna do? Somebody got to live. That's just me. I'm just going to tell you about me. If the man come in here and say, every Christian in here stand up and say, oh my God. I got to live. Well, some folk will.
You gonna die.
Yeah, I know, but I don't want to know I'm finna die. Yeah.
Whatever my day comes.
Yeah. I got you, D. You got the faith. Boy, you got the Lord going to
You got it. Maybe my day. If it ain't my day, I ain't gonna die.
Yeah, you right. But if you come in here and say that, I'm
Come on. I don't really count. I don't do my
I promise the Lord that 2 or 3 respectable black people, that's what I would do. I promise. That's just me. I'm just saying. What you would do, Glenn?
I'm saying, because here's the thing.
You gonna stay?
I am like this.
Yeah.
Because he said if you deny me before
You right.
now you got to follow.
That's true. But at that moment, I ain't gonna be thinking about no scripture. The Holy Ghost got to be on me real heavy. But yeah, I see what you're saying. You're right. But how many other people? Let's just be honest. Now y'all laughing at me. But how many?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna hit the floor.
Yeah.
But the thing of it is, though, you still don't know whether or not you gonna be killed.
You sure
You
can.
might as well stand up.
Cause I might
still kill you.
But I might die from a heart attack if he comes in. I ain't lying.
Okay, all right.
Y'all see where I'm going? All right, so some of y'all trying to be all deep. Be all deep. I'm gonna try that. Okay. All right. So he says now. Watch this. This is important. Verse 10 is important. Watch this. Verse 10 says what?
And the gospel must be first preached in all nations, to all nations.
All right. Now, understand, and I want people to get this, and this is why I don't understand people that say the world is going to come to an end. You must understand that until every person has had an opportunity to be presented the gospel of Jesus Christ, he ain't going to come back. Do you realize that there are nations that have never heard of Christianity and the name Jesus? Do you realize that? That's why he can't come back. Everybody, is his will that none perish. That is his will. And so what he's saying is, now, I'm not going to do it prematurely because the gospel got to be presented. Now, if they reject it, that's another thing. But it got to be presented not to some nations, but all nations. Did they catch some of y'all by surprise? It's got to be preached to all nations. So that's why when I went to Haiti, and I was I'm black, and they were doing all this long dissertation, trying to bring the people, telling them the salvation story. And they started in Adam, and they started in Genesis, and they worked their way out like this. This just takes too long to translate. I'm forgetting what they saying. I'm sleeping. I said, when I get my turn, this one, I'm just gonna make it quick. And then I said, hey, translate. Tell them this. Do they know who Jesus is? And the translator Translator said, yes. And then I said, oh, okay. Then I went on. Then the translator stopped me and said, hold on. Because your Jesus and they Jesus two different Jesuses. I said, oh, really? He said, yes. We have a voodoo god. Voodoo god named Jesus. So you got to say Christ Jesus. All right? And so I had to redirect some things. So that just lets us know that there are some people that have no clue about our God, about our Savior, and about our Lord. So it got to be done to all nations. All nations. It's got to go to all nations. All right? Go ahead.
Whenever you are arrested and brought to trial, do not worry beforehand about what to say. Just say whatever is given you in the time, at that time.
Go ahead.
For it is not your speaking, but the Holy Spirit.
Now, do understand? Don't misinterpret it. This don't mean when you try for murder. Or when you at child support court. Don't mean none of that. Don't mean none of that. He's saying if you on trial for his sake, don't worry about what you got to say. Some folks done took that and say, yeah, you know, the Lord said I ain't got to worry about it because I'm on trial for his sake. They just doing it to me, Jesus. No, you did it to yourself. Some stuff you do to yourself. Why we blame stuff that we do to ourselves on the Lord? The Lord, I'm just going through. Nah, you going through because you don't pay your bill. And you to borrow from every check cashing place in town. That's your fault. The Lord didn't do that. I'm just going through. No, you ain't. You being crazy. You got to get some sense. Everybody, you know, we finna get rich. It's income tax time coming. Now, black folks finna ball out. Call in to work every time. I don't understand how we call in to work for $5,000. I got to have at least 100. 1,000. $5,000 ain't gonna move me. I can pay 2 bills with that and be broke again. So you can't say it's got to be for his sake. He says, don't worry about it. Watch this and watch the end clause of that, because he says the reason I don't want you to worry about what you need to say. Don't even practice what you're gonna say. He says, in that time when you open your mouth, watch this. You don't speak. Watch this. He says, I ain't gonna speak for you. That's Jesus. But he said, guess what? The Holy Spirit gonna speak for you. Now, I got a problem with these folk that don't believe in the Holy Spirit. Because Jesus referred to the Holy Spirit on many occasions. And so I don't understand why people say, you know, I just got Jesus, you know, I'm good. And he's saying, now, when you're persecuted before me, don't ask me. Ask the Spirit. Oh, that's powerful. Y'all don't know what to shout right. For it is not you who speak, but the Holy Spirit. All right? Now, verse 12 says what?
Brother will betray brother to death,
Well,
and a father his child.
Go ahead.
Children will rebel against their parents and will have them put to death.
Oh, Jesus.
All men will hate you because of me. But he who stands firm to the end will be saved.
That goes back to what Gladys said. Now, if you stand firm, you know, you're going to be saved at the end. But getting there to the end is the issue. You got to get to the end first. So he said, brothers will deliver brothers to death, and fathers and children will rise against parents, and they will have them put to death. Don't think that that's a physical death. Well, in some sense it is, but the connotation is things children and parents won't get along, just can't get along. We see some of that today, that some children, I don't know how children can hate their parent. Well, I don't really believe a child can hate their parent. I think they can, be mad about, but ain't no way you can hate your mom. Is it?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
I just don't know about that. You got to be a heartless person. But I mean, my thing is, I can't hate my parents because if it weren't for them, I wouldn't be here. So can I hate them? They don't look at it like that. Y'all help me. Somebody say something there, what you say?
They look at them as their friends and not their parents.
Huh.
I mean, like, okay, well, I got a 28-year-old. She don't like me. I mean, I'm being honest.
Yeah.
She really don't. And the reason why she don't like me is because I will not give in to her way of living. I won't do it. She just, you know, she'll come around every blue moon.
But
only when she wants something.
But you said she don't like you. Do you think she hates you?
Yeah, her actions.
I don't believe.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
I believe. Okay, so you telling me if your husband say, call her and say your mama is ill.
Been there, done that. And I'm being honest.
I got you.
I'm being honest now.
So let's deal with that. Okay, Robert has put something on the table. Let's deal with it because there may be some others in here dealing with it just ain't saying that. So let's help. Let us help each other. What do you do? Do you stop reaching for the child?
No.
Do you continue to reach for the child? If the child needs you, do you do what you can for the child? Does it make you look crazy because it ain't that? I mean, it's some daddies in here. We cool, we alright, you know, we good, we down like flat tire. But daddy's got a ending. We got a road that we gonna say But mamas will tell you, okay, I ain't gonna do this, and then they'll turn right back around. Because God has given y'all, He has gifted y'all with something that He ain't gifted us with. See, when we say no, that's it. When we done, we done. But when y'all say y'all done, y'all ain't done.
When I say I'm done, I'm done.
I kind of disagree.
I don't believe it.
I'm being honest with you. I'm being straight.
Okay, all right. What's up, D?
I kind of disagree with that when you say daddies have a cut off point. Because I believe some daddies, if a person like me have never had a daddy in their life.
Yeah.
I mean, they had the granddaddy, but as far as a father, you know, your father that fathered you in your life.
Yeah.
You kind of don't want your children to be like that, you know, not to have a father. So it ain't a turning off point for you. If they come to you, you gon' even if they continue to come to you, it's just something inside me. I just can't.
Well, you a good daddy, because my dad, listen. That was a stopping point. Jeff, you got to go. Too many grown folk in one house. You got to get on your own. Now, if it hadn't been for my dad, I wouldn't have never left the house. But because he said, Johnny May,
now this what I'm saying.
He got to be a man.
This is what I'm saying. I believe.
I would have still been there. I'm from the Lord.
That's woman or man.
Oh, yeah.
I believe when they get a certain age, they need to get out on their own if they don't stay for 6 months.
But guess what?
They need to go and see what's out there.
Do you agree that a woman would let him stay or her stay or whoever the child is longer?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. We got to stop the point. That's what I'm saying. You just made my point. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, 'cause, you know, at certain time you gonna, I mean, and I know daddies love girls and all, I mean, but at some point, you gonna say, look now,
Yeah, you need to get
we
out
can't keep paying your stuff.
Yeah.
We can't, you gotta do it on your own. Because what you're trying to do is you're trying to teach the child how to be independent.
Yeah.
So you can handicap a child. That's why I tell y'all all the time, don't tell them yeah all the time. You can tell them yeah most of the time, not all the time. All right.
Pastor, it's become now that children have such a sense of entitlement.
Yeah.
They feel like you owe them
There
something.
you go.
But I'll tell mine in a minute. It said I got to feed you. It didn't say what I had to feed you. I give you some bread and water and you ate. But you know, you have to teach children that
That's
no,
right.
Yeah, that's what
no,
you're right.
it's okay.
That's right.
I
sometimes.
agree. Yeah, I agree.
That's right.
I agree. You're right. It's our fault. Some of it our fault. All right. We ain't gonna do it on that. That's a whole nother lesson. All right, let's go. What's the next verse?
14.
14. Go ahead.
When you see the abomination that caused desolation,
Oh, watch this.
standing where it does not belong, let the readers understand.
Mm-hmm.
Then let those who are in Judah flee to the mountains.
All right, go ahead.
Let no one on the roof of his house go down or enter the house to take anything out.
Mm-hmm.
Let no one in the field go back to get his clothes.
Mm-hmm.
How dreadful it will be in those days for pregnant women and nursing mothers. Pray that this will not take place in winter, because those will be the days of distress unequal from the beginning, when God created the earth, created the world, until now, and never to be equal again.
Keep reading.
If the Lord had not cut short those days, no one would survive. But for the sake of the elect, whom he had chosen, he has shortened them. At that time, if anyone said to you, look, here's the Christ, or look, there he is, do not believe it. For false Christ and false prophets will appear and perform signs and miracles to deceive the elect. If that were possible, if that were possible. So be on your guard. I have told you everything ahead of time.
All right, so watch this. Okay, so he's outlining some stuff for us. He says now, when it started, it's gonna start, and it's not gonna stop. So basically, those first verses 14 through
23.
no, first 14 through 16, what Jesus is saying is, whatever you doing at that time, continue on. Don't even try to get away. Just do what you're doing. It's gonna be too late. Then when he says, he talks about the women, and then he gives us a hint that pray that it don't happen in the winter, because those are the roughest months. And he talks about women that are nursing. But I like, and most of this is grim until we get to verse 20, when he says, and if he had not cut the days short, no human would be saved. For the sake of who? The elect. The elect who he chose. He shortened the days. And then he says, now if anyone say, look down to Christ, don't believe it. Don't look, don't believe it. For there are, watch verse 22. This is a key verse in this entire chapter, chapter 13. For there are false what?
Christ and prophets.
False Christ and false prophet. Wait a minute. And then he says, they're going to be good at what they do. He said they're going to have signs. They're going to perform miracles. But watch them. That's why I tell people, all the prophesying that you do, people that are prophets or prophetess or whatever you call yourself, whoever you are, the whole thing is, if what you prophesying ain't manifesting, you ain't prophesying. And if it ain't 100%, it can't be 99.9 like the test, like Daniel. It got to be 100. It got to be 100. So that's what he's saying, because he says they're gonna perform signs and they're gonna perform wonders, and they're gonna lead people astray because of the signs and wonders. Think about it, folks. The whole thing about the world is this. Some years ago they did did an investigation on one of the faith healers and found out, basically what y'all don't know is that movie, what it is, Leap of Faith. You ever seen Leap of Faith? What's my man name? Who? Leap of Faith? Y'all seen that? Y'all got to spread y'all on rising quick. Leap of Faith is about a traveling evangelist who had a staff of people with things in their ears. The people would come to church early and they would learn certain things about the people. They would send the stuff back. Steve Martin. They would send the stuff back. I mean, they had a whole operation going on. Y'all do know that that's a true story about somebody in the United States. They actually did an investigation about that. So what Jesus is telling the disciples is that there are going to be people like that. People going to follow them, and they're going to do signs and they're going to do wonders. It's going to appear that they do. All right? But he says you got to be on guard, because I already told you what's going to happen. That's why I don't understand people that run after signs and wonders. when the Bible specifically say, these signs shall follow them that believe. So you don't have to run after a sign and wonder. The signs and wonders are going to follow you. In other words, miracles going to happen to you. They're going to hunt you down. And you ain't going to have to hunt them down. That's why I got issue with folks that go to faith, healing and all that kind of stuff. Because here's the thing, if you believe like I believe, you may not have the faith like I have, but you know the God that I know. And so in the midnight hour, when ain't nobody there but you, and you hurting and your body wrecking with praying, or you going through, you about to lose your mind, you got to pray for yourself. That's what he's talking about. The signs and wonders will follow them that believe. Now, here's the thing. What you got to understand is this. Now, does God only heal those that believe? And before you answer that, think about what I just said. Does he just heal folk that, or does signs and wonders only follow folk that believe? I'll come back to that in a minute. I'm going to let y'all ponder on that. Go to verse 24. We can finish this in about 5 minutes. We can finish this. Go to verse 24D. We're gonna come back to that. Just hold right there what y'all got. Go ahead.
But in those days, following that disgrace, the sun will be darkened, and the moon will not give its light. The star will fall from the sky, and the heavenly bodies will be shaken. At that time, men will see the Son of Man coming in clouds with great power and glory, and he will send his angels and gather his elect from the four winds, from the ends of the earth to the ends of the heaven. Now learn this lesson from the fig tree. As soon as the twigs get tender and the leaves come out, you know that summer is near. Even so, when you see these things happen, you know that it is near, right at the door. I tell you the truth. This generation will certainly not pass away until all these things have happened. Heaven and earth will pass away, but my word will never pass away.
Heaven and earth will pass away, but my word will not pass away. So when you see this stuff happening, you know that it's new. That's what he said. He says to you, all these things gonna take place. So I think our problem is, do we really believe all this stuff gonna take place? I believe sometimes we read the Bible and we say, oh yeah, that's gonna, oh my God, that's gonna, I can't believe, I don't think that's gonna happen. And he's telling us what's gonna happen. But do you believe it's gonna happen? We just read what you say about the clouds, and he gonna gather the elect from the four corners. And so you ain't gonna be able to watch that. You ain't gonna be watching that on the news now. It ain't gonna be no breaking news. CNN and MSNBC, that ain't gonna happen like that now. And you ain't gonna be able to call nobody and say, you know, child of the Lord on the way. He here, child. I'm with him right now. You want to talk to him? Yeah. All that ain't finna happen. All right? Then he talks about the fig tree. Now, I want to get to verse 32. And we're going to close with this. Now, notice that the disciples, watch the disciples. The disciples just asked them one question. Jesus went on a dissertation. I'm talking about he done went off. I believe he told them more than they really wanted to know. He said, well, y'all asked me, and then y'all asked me in private. All right? So he says, verse 32 says what they.
No one knows about that day or hour, not even the angels in heaven, nor the Son, but only the Father.
Wait. No, don't nobody know. The angels in heaven don't know when we come. So when we get there, next thing they gonna know, we just there. He said, the only one that know is the Father. Now, understand, he says, catch this. He says, the angels don't know, and I don't know. Did y'all read that in the text? Y'all missed that? Did y'all skip over that? That's the shout part right there. Jesus said, the angels don't know, and I don't know, but my daddy don't. Y'all missed that. So, if Jesus is on the right hand of the Father interceding for us, he's interceding for us, he's pleading our cases on a daily, he's doing this all the time. One day, catch this now, one day God is going to say, it's time.
Yeah.
And he cannot say, not yet. Y'all missed that. Because every day, he's saying, hold up. He holding God back. But one day, the Father gonna say, it's over. Y'all still don't know what it's out. He says, and I believe this, that if Jesus knew today, he'll tell us. That's why God didn't tell him. Y'all missed that. Because he loves us. Now, Jesus he died for us. He's interceding for us and he knows us. And so what he's doing, he's talking to the Father on our behalf. And if he knew, he'll let us in on it. So God said, I got to fix this thing. You don't know, and the angel don't know, because the angel may tell Jesus. So I'm going to fix this thing that don't nobody know but me. So I may tell you next week, keep on doing what you're doing. You're doing a good job, Jesus. And then I may come here tomorrow and say, okay, it's over. But one thing, and don't miss this, one thing that Jesus understands is that when God sounds the alarm and tells him what to do, he don't have no choice but to do it. Because he got some power, but he ain't got all power. Okay, y'all, okay. Maybe y'all will shock when y'all leave. That just made me shock. But only the Father. So he says, verse 33.
Be on guard. Be alert.
Yep.
You do not know when the time will come.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a man going away.
Mm-hmm.
He leaves his house and puts his servant in charge,
Yeah.
each with his assigned task,
Mm-hmm.
and tell the one at the door to keep watch.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, keep watch, because you do not know when the owner of the house will come back.
Mm.
Whether in the evening,
Yeah.
or at midnight,
Yeah.
or when the rooster crows,
Yeah.
or at dawn.
Mm.
If he comes suddenly, do not let him find you sleeping.
Yeah.
What I said to you, I
Yeah.
said to everyone.
Stay
Watch.
awake. He said, so basically Jesus, all that stuff he told the disciples, he sums it up with saying, now you don't know when he coming. He said, but I advise you to leave home like you got to come back. Like you ain't coming back, basically. He said, in other words, we ought to leave our houses in such a way, our lives, I'll put it like that, in such a way that, as Deke said earlier, that if this is your last day, you are right. Not that you got to get yourself together next week. Jesus said, you gotta be prepared every day, because you don't know if you might come in the midnight, you might come in the morning, you might come in the evening, you might come at supper time. He said, just leave your stuff in charge. Leave it right. Y'all missed that too. I'm through. He says he gonna come suddenly, and the last words he says in the King James Version is what? Watch. Translation I got says, stay awake. Don't go to sleep. Stay awake. And so the reason I want to teach this tonight is because everything that strategically happens, be it political, be it whatever, be it your trials, tribulations, church, whatever, nothing catches God by surprise. You just got to make sure you ain't asleep. Be alert. Understand what God is doing and how he's moving. And recognize. That's why it's important for us to know our word and know our power. Now, back to what I said earlier, and I'm done. Does it take faith to be healed?
Just a short conversation, I would say, somebody has to have some faith to believe. I mean, if it's our faith that pleases him, I would think that somebody has to have faith. Now,
Okay.
if you down and you can't pray for yourself, then the person what's the sense in calling somebody to pray for you, or have somebody pray for you, or you praying for yourself if you don't believe that he's gonna do what he's saying he can do? So I feel that you gotta have some faith. He said, without it, it's impossible to believe him, so, please him, so, that's my answer.
I hear you. Anybody else? I'm looking for something. I'm sorry, I may be
Well, you said
looking for a scripture.
you gonna have false, teachers and everybody coming back doing miracles. I mean, couldn't they? I mean, I guess in miracles in that realm, I guess if we're talking about miracles, maybe they be trying to heal somebody, I assume. And if that's the case, who would they be healing? In other words, then faith in what? I guess you can have faith in a lot of things.
I'm gonna go opposite. I'm gonna say no.
Why not?
I'm gonna say no simply because your faith may not be where mine is, or you might not have enough faith to believe in that healing, and I can stand in the gap for you for that
Still
healing.
says somebody has to have it though.
Right,
That's me.
right. But the individual that's sick might not have that type of faith.
But if you
So,
pray,
yeah, if I'm standing in the gap for that individual, then yes. So I'm gonna say no.
whether it's healing or whatever, look at the man, I forgot who it was in the situation in the Bible where he told Jesus that I'm unworthy for you to even go in my house, but he said, but if you speak a word, that I believe that my child or whomever will be healed. So somebody he still believed.
That's why I was going. I was trying to find it.
So, you know.
But are we talking?
But make sure, Glenn, make sure you say what you just said again. And the man told Jesus, if you do what?
Speak, just say the word.
If he say the word. The man they have to have no faith. He said, but I tell you what, I got faith in you. I may not have no faith, but I got faith in you that if you say it, it's gonna happen.
And it didn't say his daughter had that faith.
It didn't say his daughter had that faith.
It said that
Somebody.
Somebody had it.
somebody.
So you got to have faith in the you got to have faith in God.
Right.
Not just anybody, but he says, now, she may not have faith. I got the faith, and I know that you powerful enough to speak, and it'll happen.
So I mean, which I agree with that statement. But what kind of miracles they talking about that would be convincing enough to make somebody believe in the false?
Well, what is a miracle?
That's all I was trying to what kind of miracles would somebody be doing to make me all of a sudden jump? Well, I
I
guess.
say a miracle is anything that we can't do that we know can't nobody do it but God. I mean, we look for miracles to be so great.
Exact. What? It's a
But we
miracle.
can't do it for ourselves.
It's a miracle that God created you in such a way that your heart beat, but you don't even feel it, and you might feel it, but you can't see it. It's pumping, and it ain't hooked up to nothing. Yeah, that's a miracle. Cause guess what? It's okay, you ain't be hooked up to something. And if we take the machine off, they heart don't stop.
Yeah.
If we take the breathing tube out, they gonna quit breathing. It's a miracle. It's a miracle that you're walking around. So as Gladden said, I think sometimes we look for huge gigantic. We waiting on somebody to get up out of a wheelchair. I'm serious. And a man told me, man that been paralyzed, he's in rehab now, been paralyzed about 2 or 3 years now. And guess what his miracle was this week? He has not felt anything in his lower extremities in 2 to 3 years. But he feel tingling in his tail. And he said, you know what, preacher? It's just a blessing that I can feel that. Because I ain't felt none of that. That's a miracle right now. Now, if he get up and walk, it's sure enough to be a miracle.
Yeah.
But I said, like I told him, I say, well, that's a little miracle. When he look, he said, listen, it's a blessing that I get up. It's a miracle that I get up every day. And he right. So we try to categorize what miracles are when we don't understand that we looking at a miracle every day. In the stuff that you face on a daily basis, and you still keep on going back to them folks' job and stand with who you stand with and all that kind of stuff. It's a miracle that you still sane. The stuff that's a miracle that you put up with. I mean, folks dogging you out and calling you everything, but you keep going back. That's a miracle that you ain't killed nobody. I'm serious. So yeah, that's I don't know what scripture that was, but I was looking for it. But yeah, thank you. That was the Holy Ghost right there. Those out there with me. Yeah, the daughter didn't have no faith, but the man, somebody got to have something. Somebody got to have some type of belief. All right. Any questions? Any comment?
So wanna be clear about this. So
Yes.
Robbie's answer of no was right. Your initial question was, can a person who didn't believe be healed?
Yeah, the girl was healed,
Right.
but it was by her, it was by who faith.
But we still don't know whether she believed or not because she was unconscious.
She was unconscious. Somebody, the man
We
believed.
don't know that.
Exactly. We don't know what her, yeah, we don't know that because she was unconscious. But the Lord got her up. Somehow. All right. Any other question? All right, saints. And time, 21, okay. All right.